Who knows? Is that level 3? I'm like level 3 already and I've done nothing. Level 3, you start with 2 points, well, an extra point, so yeah, I would have had 2 points otherwise. So, how am I going to do this? Let's check attributes and see what affects stats. Dexterity, character's agility, reflexes and coordination. Each point increases attack, rogues only, and critical damage bonus. Cunning, critical chance. So cunning and dexterity mainly for me. Willpower increases pretty much increases attack and magic defense. So yeah, dexterity and cunning. Strength isn't so important for a rogue. I want to get to that skill, Death Blow. Actually, I mean, the furthest I got in the game, I got to that skill by just going down that path. It's actually really powerful. If the enemies have got so like low health, you'll hit and do. Because say normally I'll do about 60 damage by the point to get that. I'll hit with this and I'll do like 3 to 400, and if they're low enough health, I'll hit them twice, so that's 600 damage in a single hit. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And when you get that, if it kills, you can actually wade through rows upon rows of enemies. It makes it quite good. Of course, you've got other ones. I could completely switch over to bows, or I could do traps and stuff. So like I said, let me know what you think are good routes to go down. This early part of the game, at least. I know that's pretty good. I'm tempted to get that. What I may do is get oh, no, not do that. Get some of these, so I'll get like the extra dexterity and cunning. Because the next one you don't get anything, so I could like get all of these, the first skills in each of the classes, to get my dexterity and stuff up. Because I think that will help. Enemies are more likely to overlook you, come up much to their regret, so this is especially true if you're flanking them. I'm planning on flanking a lot with this, so yes. I've even got a skill which lets me get behind them, and then I can like do that double fang jumping attack which you've seen me use. And then possibly, if they start to turn to me, go invisible. Or I should probably be invisible because I do the... yeah, either way. With any luck, it will all turn out nice and deadly.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the Mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your Mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that Mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unnerving.
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Yeah, I've hardly been awake 12 hours and already I find I'm the Herald of Andraste, apparently.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Scout the hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we had feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Gazelle, and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Accept report. No, we won't venture forth just yet, because there's a shit ton of things we can do in this area. For one, we can do some of these stuff. Yeah, there, the Black Emporium. I think this is a DLC thing. You basically go there, and you can get like high-end materials and blueprints and gear and stuff, which is probably going to be really expensive, but well worth it once you've got the money and stuff. I've never actually been there. The Black Emporium. A ship has been secured. Be wary of what you find in the Black Emporium, Inquisitor. I have heard many frightful tales. Accept report, but not go there yet. Hard in Hightown free. Varric's Revenge. Hard in Hightown free. Varric's Revenge. Ruffles, I need a favour. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hard in Hightown Free, the repuncheoning, appeared in print from an Antivian printer a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple of years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple of hundred gold was that Purl Billy the Fourth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contracts with the Antivian print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild, Marek. Yeah, the different people take different approaches. Some are faster than others. I'm not always sure if the fastest option though is the best. We'll see. I could ask a friend in Antivian City to look into this matter, I suppose. Yes, she could do it, but she doesn't seem to be very enthusiastic. If this orb has evaded the Merchants Guild, the Crows might be a better choice for investigating them, and I can't see what Cullen's is because he doesn't take part in that mission. I think us sending a spy or spies would be better than just somebody asking somebody in the Merchants Guild.
Let's see what we have.
Don't have power for that. Tower of the Tyne of Highever. To whom it concerns, the Tyner of Tyner, the Tyern. I've no idea how to pronounce that. Of Highever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we have high hopes that her conclave would succeed. Had high hopes. We will hold a vigil in Highever in remembrance of Justinia, and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Tiern Fergus Coastland. Ooh, that's the hero of Highever, the hero of Highever, the hero of Pharrell. Basically, the main character from the first game. If you went as the noble. I know Tyan Coastland, and I know Justinia. I knew Justinia. I can't attend, but I could write to him. No, thank you. We should send a diplomatic attaché with some of the Templars who knew the Divine. We have a number of Ferelden officers. We could send an honor guard to Highever. Sounds better.
To work?